Pues muy buenas a todos, gente, ¿cómo estáis? Aquí Luca en este fantástico juego llamado What Remains of Edith Finch. Seguimos justamente donde lo dejamos, a la entrada del sótano, así que sin más continuamos. La última historia fue la de Bárbara. Una actriz que prometía más de lo
Mom said the
que...
basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
Una carrera profesional venida menos. Es Bin. Parece el abuelo, ¿no? El tobogán. El artista de la familia, sin duda.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Uf, no veo nada.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents. It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
Que escondía. ¿Qué es esto? Un
I
búnker,
remember
tío.
asking Mom once about where Walter had gone.
Un búnker debajo de la
She said
casa,
after
tío.
Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
Se encerró aquí tras la muerte de Bárbara.
If there's a pattern in all these stories, I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
Eso está claro. Ninguno de los Finch duró mucho, por desgracia. Walter, el viejo Walter. A ver qué nos cuenta.
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Wow, 30 años, chaval, aquí abajo.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane. Having a schedule, living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal. Almost friendly.
Todos los días lo mismo aquí.
And then one day, everything just stopped.
No hay temblor.
Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Qué temón de fondo, tío.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting.
30 años, tío.
I have to leave while I still can.
Se escondió aquí de algo, parecía un temblor. Pero a las 12 de cada día pasaba. Hasta que dejó de hacerlo, después de 30 años.
I know it's out there somewhere.
Sé que está ahí fuera en
Whatever
algún
killed
lugar.
Barbara
Lo que fuera que mató a Bárbara.
and Molly
Y a Molly. A todos.
and Calvin.
Todos.
Maybe this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me. Whatever's out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left. Or a month. Or a single week. I'd be happy with one new day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Después de 30 años encerrado, va y muere atropellado por un tren, tío. El día que se decida salir. Después de 30 años, tío.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Qué harto, tío. Y nosotros ni lo sabíamos, tío. ¿Por qué se esconde aquí abajo realmente? ¿Para escapar de qué? O sea, puede que tuviese alguna enfermedad mental o algo, porque las demás historias no hablan de...
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
No hablan de ningún temblor, y él vivía un temblor cada día hasta que se acabó y decidió salir de aquí y tuvo la mala suerte de ese mismo día morir, pero puede que sea algo mental, sí. Tuviese una enfermedad mental.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter. But if she never told me about an uncle under the house...
Se montó aquí su biblioteca, su casa, su despensa.
I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
Hasta un basurero, tío, tenía. Curiosísimo.
Trying to bury something that's still alive. Now that there's only one of us left, or maybe two. I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself. And found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried the stories themselves might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Era el tablet de Walter. ¿Qué es eso, tío? ¿No será la casa con la que partió nuestra familia de Noruega? Tiene toda la pinta, tío.
I don't know if I should even be writing this.
¿Por qué no? Son tus raíces.
Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me. But I thought you should know about your family.
¿A quién se lo está diciendo?
And the history you're a part of.
Sobre la historia que formas parte. ¿A quién se dirige Edith?
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now. I think the people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
Me encanta cómo van contando la historia, tío. Me fascina.
when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible. I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
Pues sí. Eso, vamos, toda la razón. Antes que la casa fue el
It's
cementerio.
embarrassing for me to admit this, but
Wow, y aquí están
the
todos,
pet
tío.
cemetery may be more uncomfortable than the human one. 3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
¿Esto es de mascotas o qué? Coco, sí, hizo Lurpi, Furpi, Zurpi, Churpi, Burpi, Durpi Junior. Mira ahí trae que son, este es un conejo, Oliver. Bueno, en algunos, no en todos. Parece un gato eso.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Cada uno con lo que le gustaba, ¿eh? Molly el gato, Calvin astronauta, perdón. Sven carpintería, arte, Eddie. Wow. Bárbara la estrella.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away. She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Es la casa, tío. Es la casa, tío. Fijo.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Ya ves.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from. Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better. She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Es una historia bien triste, ¿eh? Realmente.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
Una
But
casa
looking
del
back on
árbol.
it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Embarazada, tío. Edith está embarazada, tío. O sea que probablemente cuando dije ¿a quién está hablando? No sé qué. Seguramente está hablando a su hijo, tío. Seguramente. Seguro,
I never
vaya,
met Grandpa
seguro.
Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Aquí vivía Sam, el abuelo.
They were both pretty intense.
Me gustaba la caza.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something. Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
Como mola, tío, la música de fondo, a veces con el piano, ahora con la guitarra, tío. Es muy, muy melancólica, muy... Te pone triste, tío, realmente, lo hace muy bien. Lo hace muy bien. Bien, veamos a ver qué cuenta la historia de Sam, de nuestro abuelo, al parecer.
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to get a shot of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
Perfect.
It's gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
That's the spirit. Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hold still while I take a picture.
Hey!
That's a keeper.
Nothing quite like being outside. I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Dawn. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Dawn, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years. Dawn, don't you think you could find something more interesting to photograph? Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire. We found an old logging trail with deer everywhere. I bet if I could remember where that trail was, we'd spot a buck for you in no time. Give me a minute to check the map. You don't need to waste any more film on me, kiddo. Let's see. Maybe. What was it?
No encuentro lo que tengo que fotografiar.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don. Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Es que te alejas un poco y se ve súper borroso, tío. Súper bonita la historia que nos está contando. Ya os lo digo.
Dad,
Let me get behind you.
do I have to do this?
Don, you don't have to do anything. But if you want to survive, you'll need to be strong. Great shot, Don! I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Muy contenta no está.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally
so-
normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
No jodas. Delante de su hija, tío, encima. Que es nuestra madre. Vaya muerte
Of all
más.
these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Vaya historia más dura, tío. Además son todo causas como muy improbables, tío. No, mierda.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Gregory.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet
Gregory Gus.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh when he thought he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Esa es de las pocas muertes que recuerdo. Mierda. Lo siento, gente, lo siento.
Back over, Gregory. It's time to... Hold on, sweetie. Hello? Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
I wonder what he saw. What his world was like.
La fiesta que se está montando al guaje.
That I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could. Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it.
I wish you could have told us
No, I don't want to.
about the world we saw.
La cosita está muy bien.
There's so much I don't understand about Gregory.
Vale, esto ya sí que... No me acordaba de esto. O sea, sabía cómo, pero exactamente esto no.
But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's
Y hasta luego, Gregory. Hasta luego, Gregory.
and he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Y hasta luego, Gregory, tío. Un año, tío. Bien, veamos Gus.
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard. My father made him come, of course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom were the words that I
I now pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
Con la casa ahí de fondo, si lo habéis visto.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Hombre, tío, que es la boda de tu padre, hombre.
The wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent. Rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder." I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea and foam. But I didn't, until we found you.
Lo llevó la tormenta, tío. Joder.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Lo llevó la tormenta con él. Bueno, gente, voy a acabar el capítulo de hoy aquí. Historia cruda, historia difícil, pero súper interesante. Así que nada, os invito a seguir esta tremenda historia de Edith Finch aquí en el canal. Sin más me despido. Un like si os ha gustado, un dislike si no, en comentarios, lo que queráis, que os estaré leyendo si es que comenta alguien. Y un saludo. Cuidaos.